What's up, ladies and gents? Look at what we are doing. It has been so long since we have done an elusive target in Hitman, either of the Hitmans. Gosh, I think it's been probably about a year since we've done an elusive target in any Hitman. So the first one is out now. It is called the Deceivers. This is a Hitman. This is an elusive target that I believe was out before, because I do remember doing this one. So I do kind of know how I want to go in and do it, but remember, we're going in now. This is in Hitman 3. So yeah, welcome to the stream. I know it's been a long time since we've streamed Hitman 3 as well as doing any elusive target. So if we get some good likes and comments and you guys are liking this, then from now on we'll definitely stream every single elusive target that comes out from this point on. You just show that support, like, comment, let me know that you want to see more of these live streams, then we'll get them going. So hopefully everyone is having a good day, and hopefully I can make it even better by providing some content for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get in here. This is called the Deceivers. This takes place in Sapienza. We'll go ahead and take a look at the brief, and then we'll go from there. Let me know that everything is running smooth as well, because when my computer streams a PC game, for whatever reason, I have to dumb down everything, even though I have a very, very decent computer with a 2080 Ti and a 9900K. For whatever reason, I can't play the game in 4K and stream it in 1080. I have to play the game in 1080 and stream it in 1080. It's the only way it'll work. Unless I do like a dual stream setup or something, which maybe I'm looking into at some point. But with that being said, it's go time. Let's take a look at the Deceivers.
Welcome to Sapienza 47. We have two targets for you. Congressman Anthony L. Trout, a veteran of the invasion of Grenada, and Richard J. McGee. Though at first glance these two might not seem connected, they have a long-standing collaboration manipulating Trout's political opposition. Trout sends McGee after his weak but potentially dangerous adversaries and lets McGee manipulate and ultimately break them. Trout and McGee are in Sapienza on an arcane meet and greet with European moneymen and power brokers ahead of a possible presidential bid in 2024. We know that Trout is staying at the Via Caruso in the town square, but McGee's business is much more clandestine, and we don't have a location for where he will be. All we know is that he is to meet a Keith Keeble, a rich young man and possibly their next victim. Time to show them the consequences of political manipulation. Good luck, 47.
Now, the disguise that guy is wearing on the right definitely looks like he could be someone that... oops, we'll have to retry the connection. That we could possibly even take his disguise, right? Because he looks like he's bald underneath. Possibly you could meet up with him by using the disguise of the one guy. Very possible. I don't know if that's the case or not. But it looks like no matter when I log into Hitman, there's always server issues. I hope they get those fixed. I mean, the game's been out now for about a month. But yeah, so let's go in and see what we're going to do. Let's plan. Right, let's see. All right, so I remember first we're going to go in with nothing. Hold on, sorry, we're going to go in with nothing right now. We're just going to kind of take a look at things and see where the targets are. I think I remember exactly where it is, but I want to double check. I want to go through and see if it still lines up, because this is a different game. So hopefully everything will still line up with the way that I remember doing it before. Although I don't know if I ever did a video on this one or not. So we'll just go in like normal. I think I've got a general idea of where the two targets go. And then we'll kind of get a lay of the land. You guys know how elusive targets are. There is a possibility of us failing this because I don't know any of the tricks to be able to continue to do the elusive target over and over and over and over and over again, like some content creators know how to do, so that they can show you the best way. I think what I'll try is, if I fail, I mean, I'll like shut the game down and start it back up and see if we can see if it lets us go by. Otherwise, this is one of those where you only have one chance. Let me explain this. So for those of you that don't know what elusive targets are, is they come and then they go and then you can't do them anymore. So once you complete an elusive target, you take it down, you completed the mission, you can no longer do the mission. Once you fail the elusive target, let's say you die in the mission at any point, you can no longer do the mission. However, you can restart. See how the servers are just... You can restart over and over and over again until you've killed your first target. So once you've actually killed the first... See, this is the thing. This is what makes it much more tougher, is since you have 2 targets, it's double the amount of difficulty, because usually when it's just 1 target, you can kill him and then escape. Well, here, you've got 2 targets to take out, so you've got to kill 1, which by that point, once he's dead, you can no longer restart. Then you got to go and not mess up and kill the next. So... It's that type of gameplay that makes it really, really challenging, whereas it's so much easier with 1 target. You can kill the target, then just immediately escape, or you can kill the target quickly and say, I don't like everything around me, restart before it saves, and you're good to go. However, you can't do it really here because you have 2 targets. So getting to that second target is going to be the toughest, I think. But let's go ahead and jump in. Hopefully the servers will abide with me.
Good afternoon, 47.
Is there a
Trout and
difficulty
McGee
for the
have
elusive
arrived in
targets?
Sapienza.
No, it's all
We
on
know
the same
Trout is at the
difficulty.
Villa Caruso, but
All
you'll
right,
have
so
to
if I
find out
remember...
when McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence.
The first one's going to be in here. I remember using the poison to go up against this guy. So you can actually break into the whole villa, I think, by going through here. Now we got to watch out here. Okay, so we got a few guards around, but looks like we're clear otherwise. There's a little secret entrance here. I mean, I played so much of Sapienza, I know the whole level throughout. And it sucks because I haven't played Hitman 3's version of Sapienza yet. This is the first time. So, well, not the first time. I mean, I've loaded each and every single level up, but this is the first time I'm actually really going through it. Okay, it looks like it's clear. He just left. That's right. Yep, right there. So this is where you would... Yeah, okay. I don't want to do it. But yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he comes through here. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit back and kind of wait just a second, because I'm pretty sure that our target actually comes through this little area. Because I remember like spending so much time trying to figure out how to get that guy not to look when doing the poison and other stuff like that. And because of those guys that come up there, again, we're doing this suit only. You can use disguises, obviously. Like we could, well, we don't have it in this game. I have not set over my my previous Hitman games, because if I do that, well, then I lose all the stuff that I've gained from Hitman 3, because I got the game early and it wasn't working. I think he's already in here. No, he's not in here yet. Okay. So if you carry your... Ooh. Okay, good. I thought he was going to come over here. If you carry over your save, or your previous gameplay from Hitman 1 and 2, I think, into the Epic Games version, you can have all of your stuff that you did before in the previous Hitman games come up, and you have all your weapons back and all your stuff back. But since I got the game early, I wasn't able to do that because it wasn't available just yet. So I'm not seeing him yet. I was pretty sure he was supposed to come down here. Maybe it changes every single time. But because of that, I don't have all my stuff that I had from Hitman 2 and Hitman 1. So at this point, I don't want to carry it over, because I'll lose every single thing that I've already got from Hitman 3, and I'd have to start all over again pretty much. So where is this guy? Do I play Valorant? No, I don't play Valorant. I don't see him, actually. It doesn't look like he's... It's probably him up there. Usually when there's 3 people walking around, that's usually who it is. All right, so I still remember and know for a fact that that's what happens, that he comes down here, and that's how you can get him. However, I don't know exactly the amount of time that it takes to do it, because it's been so long since I've actually done it. But I'm pretty sure that if you wait here, eventually the guy is going to come down here. I just don't know exactly when he's going to do it. It could be later on in the mission. This one could take quite a while. So I'm going to restart, and we're going to look at the other option first here as well. See, you can restart the missions all you want as long as you don't take out the target, do anything with the target, or kill him.
Trout and McGee have arrived in
And as long as you don't die, you're good to go too.
Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble.
All right, so he's here.
Security is unusually
Yep, there he is.
high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Now, how did I do this one? There's our target. I know it doesn't show up, but he's the only one in that white suit, remember?
But you've made so much progress. You're really starting to stand on your own feet, and the last thing you need.
It's going pretty good, Lefty. How you doing, bud?
Back home and give up everything you've achieved so far. Yeah.
All right, so we'll sit here, we'll listen to him talk and see where he's going.
Rich, I can't tell you how much I appreciate how much you're helping me.
I'm your friend, Keith. I just want the very best for you. Are you ready to face the dragon?
Where is the meeting?
In the lawyer's office here. I know him well. He'll make sure your daddy's dragon lady lawyer doesn't overstep.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Well, yes, throwing a coin near his table, obviously you'd have to throw it from an vantage point where no one can see you. But the biggest problem with throwing a coin, I think, is that, yeah, it's going to distract him, but then what do? There's so many people out here. So he's obviously got a drink that we could poison, clearly. But we have the other guy that we're poisoning his drink, so we have to be smart. We can only poison one or the other. Maybe we could do, maybe bring in an immeratic poison. Okay, I think they're going in and then upstairs and then around. All right, so we need to get into here. And the only way to get into here is from here. And yes, I am using PC controls, which I'm still getting used to. I know it's weird to say, but I've always played Hitman games with a controller. But I love the freedom of the PC controls so far. It's actually been really cool. All right, so we're in here. She's not aware to us. I think that's where our target... Oh, someone's coming. No, that's not a guy. Okay. So let's say we stood up. There he is. Okay, get his attention. I just want to see what he does if we try to lure him. All right. So there's a few degrees of separation. We'll get seen by him. Okay, but then we have her to worry about. And remember, you can knock him out all you want. All right, good. So we have her to worry about. So she provides an obstacle. Also, notice that the time it was above 2 minutes, I think. Something like that. If you get caught trespassing, you're totally fine. You can still restart. Once you actually kill the target. Notice how I knocked him out and we're still good and able to restart the mission. You can knock him out, which is why I'm going for knockouts this early. All right, so I'm going to try to put the two together. So I know that the first guy goes into that area. We just don't know how long it takes for him to get there.
We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
So if we were to come in through here, because this is the quickest way I know while doing suit only to get into that bottom area. I suppose you could do the other one where you go through your your hideout that's in that building over there, but that seems to me to take longer than this. This seems to be pretty quick to get in here. I didn't transfer anything. I got the deluxe edition provided by the developers, and I didn't have to transfer anything, but the game does not recognize that I played the other two unless you transfer your account over, and I haven't done that. I won't do that now since I've already beat Hitman 3. Yeah, so we can get in here. We can poison. I think he's the only one that drinks this. Now, I don't know how long I actually have, and then we can make our way over to the other one. Now, let's see if he's still sitting down by the time we actually get over here. Because if he is, then we can get up there in just enough time to do what we need to do. I just saw some coins that I could pick up if I wanted to, so remember that there are some coins there if I needed a few distractions in case not everything works out. Now, here's the thing. If that poison goes through, I need to immediately hit the stop button because I don't want to complete the mission yet. So all right, so we've made it over here now, and hopefully he is still... Okay. He is just now getting up at 1:57 by the time we get over there. Now, does this give us enough time to either possibly take her out, the one that was in that room?
What are you doing up
Yeah, I
there?
always preferred controller too, but I'm starting to notice that the ease of, I don't know, the feeling seems so much better on keyboard and mouse for whatever reason. All right, this guy's going in. The other guy is going out. So that just leaves her to deal with. He should be heading up the stairs now. See, there he is. Yep, and she is coming in now. Okay. All right, so I could take her out. I'm just doing this for spitballing here. And then we're going to drag her. Remember, she was the only one that was actually making it a little bit tough for us. Now, if we can get over here and open this door. Perfect. Now, if I brought in, which I didn't, I don't think. I did bring in the fiber wire. Oh my god. Okay, woo! Combat. So I think he turned his head like right at the last second, and that's why that happened. But you saw right there. So we can do this. We've got it. Woo! Thank God I did that right there, because as soon as I would have killed him, again, we would have lost the ability to be able to do it. So, woo! Thank Lordy, we made it just in time.
Good afternoon, 47.
I definitely prefer the Hitman trilogy more than Hitman Absolution. I love Hitman Absolution because of the story,
But you'll have to find out where McGee will
but
be
it didn't
making
give you a lot of
contact with
options in the
his
gameplay department.
Security is
So
unusually high, especially with Caruso.
I would take Hitman, the new Hitman trilogy over Absolution any day. I think the Hitman trilogy has given us the most amount of ways to defeat levels and beat, or you know, defeat the level whichever way that we wanted to. The most open sandbox. All right, so I think we have this. If everything plays up the way that it just did, okay, it's not. I think we have it. It seems like that was a perfect run. I was almost going to complete that, but then someone saw something. I just don't know what it was or why that happened the way it did. All right, so yeah, we get here just in time for him to turn around and then poison this. Again, I don't know when this guy comes up, but I do believe he's the only one that actually drinks this. Now, you know, I never do any of these things for speed runs. I'm not a speed running Hitman player. So if you're going to want faster times, obviously there's people out there that are going to give those to you. But I feel like this is a good viable option for what I think Hitman would do, Agent 47. Although I feel that 47 would probably maybe take that one guy's disguise, so he'd take out the other guy first and then meet up with the other guy and then take him out that way. Although I don't even know how I'd be able to. I could take that guy out first and then I don't know if I can use his suit. If I take him out, I can't try it. You know what I'm saying? Because you only get once. All right, yep, everything's pretty much the same. So the guy is, I think he's going around, if I remember correctly, going around tasting wine, looking at the wine stuff.
Hey, get down from there.
Yeah, you can't see the targets in this mode. Like, they don't show up red. Yep, everything is working out just the same. Oh, perfect, yes. Oh god, that's perfect. Now, it'd be great if I could do this without having to take her out. I mean, that would be obviously ideal. Because then it means less people. But she doesn't see anything, and that's all that matters in that situation. So, as you can see, she was in a different spot that time. Again, it's about getting his attention. Switching over to our fiber wire. So I am going to wait.
Please don't. Target down. One more to go.
Compromised? Oh no, we failed. Oh, so somebody came in and saw that. All right, so we have to exit the game. Hold on. All right. Let's hope. Let's hope and pray. Did you see how that said compromised at the very end? My heart's racing right now. So what that means is whatever happened, that a guy on the other side in there, he came back into the room. How were we supposed to know unless we actually take him out? So I shut the game down in hopes that it will allow me to do it again. Otherwise, this is a failed experiment. All right, should be coming back up here any second. Do you see what I mean? Like, it's almost as if maybe I would have taken him out on the other side of the room and wouldn't have waited as long. I would have had a better shot, but I had to wait until the guy came across me in order to be able to do it. But let's find out and see if that actually worked or not. I don't know. I don't know. We might not be able to do this again. It's very, very possible that that's what's about these elusive targets, man, is they have. Look at that. We could still do it. So, whew, we made it just in time, man. So it looks like you just got to exit the game as quickly as possible. So lethal poison, fiber wire. All right. That was just crazy. I think you're right. I think if we go around the bookcase, that we're going to have a better opportunity at doing that.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Why not syringe him? I mean, that's a good question. Actually, you're right. If we syringed him with the lethal syringe poison, because we have that from Hitman 3, so we would use the lethal poison for the glass, and then we use the syringe poison for him. No one would see anything, but a body will be found. But then again, a body is going to be found automatically because of this guy here. I guess it's me just wanting to, you know, try to have a fiber wire kill in there. There's something about Hitman and fiber wire kills that I just really appreciate. But I suppose if we can't get everything to line up correctly and we're still able to restart, then I'll definitely possibly do the 2 poison kills. I mean, I don't know if I've ever done a 2 poison kill thing. I've always usually done like either 1 poison kill and a fiber wire, or I like to keep it nice and stealth-like. It doesn't seem like we needed any coins, so there's still those coins there. I know fiber wire just feels good when you're taking out some targets. So is the stream still running decent? Everything running smooth for you guys? I hate the fact that it has to be in 1080 because I wanted to stream this in 4K, which I play the game in 4K and I get 80 to 90 frames, but for whatever reason, OBS or Streamlabs OBS just tanks and just won't do it. Help me to get to 100 likes, everybody. Always helps the channel out so that others can see these videos. All right, so yeah, everything's the same. We're always getting over here about 157.
All right there.
I can't believe I never used that timing meter until like recently. And even the silent assassin meter at the bottom left, you can see the green with the 2 silver ballers. That's telling you that you're still silent assassin rating. Never used that before until just recently. Now notice how she is not in that same spot. She has made this tougher. She literally just got there. So you can see it doesn't always end up the same every single time you do it. Okay, this should still be the same though, I'm hoping. She is moving in there now. Of course she's gonna make this the hardest. Yeah, see that's... So, I don't know how to actually unequip. I cannot remember for the life of me. How do you unequip something? I really cannot remember. There we go. Okay, it's H. Notice how I could not take him out. But because she came when she came, that made it impossible without taking her out. You see what I'm saying? Caps locks? No, caps lock doesn't do anything. Cap lock throws something from the look of it, or places something. So it's H. All right, let's try it again.
Good afternoon, 47.
All right, so you can see the timing is going to be very, very tough and difficult.
We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence.
Still learning the PC controls, so just I spent so many years doing nothing but controller. It just makes it it's almost like learning a new game or a new whole series again. Exactly. Fiberwire makes things feel more like Hitman. Although Poison is too. I mean, we've been able to poison people in Hitman games for how long? Since the very beginning. I remember Poison with the fish in the first Hitman. Now, I don't know how long it takes this guy to actually drink this poison. It could take 8 minutes. But again, this isn't a speed run, so... Although everything we're doing is at a pretty fast rate. Actually, let me pick up a few coins. Let's see, what if we distracted her into one side of the room, then we were able to fiberwire him with enough time to do what we needed to do? That's a possibility, but it just requires a lot of luck. Because anytime you use a coin to distract someone, just for you to have enough time to fiberwire someone, the window is always very, very tricky and timely. Also remember that since we spent a little bit of time to pick up those coins, we're not going to be there at 157 now. We're going to be there probably around 204. Yeah, so we're just a few seconds off. We're just about 2 minutes when we were 157, so we're 3 seconds off what we normally do, which I don't think that matters because it seems like we always had plenty of time to get up there.
Hey,
That's right, TGIF, everybody, TGIF. Hopefully you're all going to have a great weekend. Dang it. So she just got there again, which makes it, again, miserably tough. So I'm waiting until like she is about ready to come this way, and I'm seeing if that makes her in a better spot. Let's try it now. So she's coming in now. I just want to see if she's in a better... if when she comes in...
Okay, back to business.
okay. Whatever.
All right, so you can see that that actually worked. However, did it work for us or against us there?
Bingo!
Now what's going on?
Say what?
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Target down. One more to go.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Woo, 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 woo. See, as soon as... All right, this is very confusing. So as soon as you take this guy out, look, he automatically comes in here. So we need to quit the game and do the same thing again. Notice that. We've got to figure that out. So how are we going to get around the fact that it seems as soon as we kill our target, he is always coming directly in here? What can we do about that? My new favorite level, I think, in the new Hitman games was... What did I say it was? Trying to remember. It was... I'm trying to remember the Hitman. Oh my gosh, I can't remember. What did I say it was in Hitman 3? I think it was this... was it the second one? The second or third one? That's what I was thinking too, Sneak. I was thinking if I throw a coin at the area in there while the other guy is still looking at the other coin on the other side of the room, that might give me enough time to do what I need to do. I can't believe it's that easy to do this. It pisses me off. Elusive targets should be, if you fail, you fail. Like, the moment you fail, it just locks you out of the game to do that mission. But you can easily just restart the game and go right back in, you know? Was it Berlin that I said was my favorite? That's the third
Good
mission.
afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have
Which one was
arrived
the
in
second mission? I can't even, honestly, I
We know
can't
Trout
remember.
is
It's
at
all
the
a
vehicle
garbled
Elusive,
mess.
But you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
I really can't even remember what the second mission was. Which one was the second mission? Like, I've literally just cannot remember. Dartmoor. Which one was Dartmoor? Yeah, I think Dartmoor. Yep, that's it. Dartmoor was the murder mystery. That was my favorite. Okay, it's all that. Yeah, there we go. Pick up the coins. I don't know how many I need, but... Perfect. If you pick them up before, since you already are waiting for this guy to move, you don't lose any time, I don't think. See? You don't lose any time if you pick them up early. Alright, so we still got to figure out what we're going to do with that guy that as soon as he's got like telepathic sense to the other guy. He knows, oh my god, my senses have picked up, he's dead. I need to move into the room. It's so weird. So if everything is correct, we should be getting there just around 2 minutes. Yeah, I think Dartmoor is my favorite. Dartmoor might actually be my favorite Hitman map, period. The reason I say that is because I just love the murder mystery. It's just so much fun to actually go through the paces. I wish that the killer could change. Like it could be a revolving killer instead of always being the same one or the same, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, I don't think they set it up that way. Yeah, that Dartmoor is death in the family. Jacob. Okay, this is good. So she is already there and now she's coming in here. Perfect. That gives us enough time. Now, she hasn't really been that important to knock out. I understand that. But it still makes things slightly easier. Gotta get used to these G and B buttons, man. They're so confusing to hit.
Okay, back to business.
Find out what that was.
Say.
Oh man, we could have had it too. It's a very, very tricky time window, but I'm thinking that that might be the one that does it. So throw a coin when those guys are headed that way. I'm hoping that that gives us enough time to do what we got to do. Thank you, Tactical Gaming, for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
I haven't done that one. I haven't done that one where he there's the third death. There's the one where the two options that we got. The other one was grayed out because you can set it up to where the suicide note and all that kind of stuff. So that can change, yes. But I'm talking like the murder, when the murder mystery plays itself out. I wish there was the chance for it to be the son, the other son, or the chance for it to be the other daughter, or you know, something like that, or Rose, the maid, you know. But there's no chances for that to happen. All right, it's just getting the second one, everything to work out correctly is the challenge. Again, we could exit out through that front if we just probably used a pistol, fired it in a certain direction, and that would be a quicker way to get out. But I don't know. I think it's so unrealistic to use your silenced weapon as a distraction. Like if anyone hears a bullet, to me, it's going to break immersion if people are like, huh, I better go see what that was. No, it's a bullet. You better start running or shooting. You know what I mean? So anytime, that's why you rarely ever see me use bullet distractions, because I just don't feel that they are realistic. I've always liked to play Hitman games as if they were real life. So I don't want to do the throw a fire extinguisher and have it blow up next to them and only kill the target thing. It's just not realistic, you know? Although they're really cool, and people have made careers on their YouTube channels based off of those type of kills. But I'm just more of a simpleton when it comes to playing Hitman. I prefer the classics. Okay, it looks like this is going to line up the same way. I'm always afraid I'm going to hit G instead of B. Why is B pick up? Why can't they just make it F? Why is G drop? Just make it F. I think you can do that. I don't know why I haven't, but I think you can. Okay. Well, let's see if we can do this right this time. So we can do a coin.
Target down. One more to go.
Oh my god, that guy. You notice how every single time he just rushes in here. So what can we do? Hey, thank you, Gregory. I appreciate it. What can we do to counteract this guy who just... This is called, I'm sorry. I love the developers of this game, and what they've done is amazing, but it's just bad scripting. It's scripted to where that every single time you kill this guy, the guy just automatically comes in here, even though the whole time when your guy is alive and in here, he will not come in there. He will only come in there if the game notices that you've killed him. I don't like that. I wish they could find a way around that, because to me that just feels so unrealistic. The guy isn't just immediately going to go into the other room. He's not going to know that you just killed him. It's impossible. I almost had it though. I almost thought maybe I could sneak around the other side and do it, but he still ends up seeing me, carry the body.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza.
Well, the problem with that is,
at the Via Caruso.
if I take the other guy out, I gotta find a place to put him
Security is
to where the other guy
high,
doesn't see it,
especially with Caruso in residence.
and it makes it really
Do be careful, 47.
makes it really challenging and weird. I think the only other method I could do is to take out the fiber wire. I don't want to take out the fiber wire because, fiber wire kills are, to me, always the best. Because they're just the most badass. They're exactly what Hitman's all about. I mean, I don't even remember in pulp culture anyone using fiber wire to take out targets in real life. It's just Hitman. I just remember the first time I ever heard of someone killing someone with a fiber wire was Hitman. So it's it always stuck with me. Thank you for helping us reach 100 likes. Hopefully we can get it soon. That's what these elusive targets are all about. It's a lot of trial and error, and then figuring out how to be able to restart. If this doesn't work, eventually we're going to go to the poison route. And the lethal poison would be so simple. All we'd have to do, literally, is just sneak up behind him quickly, poison him, and then get out of there. Hopefully the same way we came in. See, that's the thing. We haven't been able to test leaving in the other direction, because we get to that point and then that guy always sees something. Yeah, this is the PC version. Mister. Oh, we're improving on our time. We're getting there at 1:55 instead of 1:57.
Huh.
Is that a burglar?
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Means a lot to me. I think when it comes to first-person games, keyboard and mouse is the way to go. When it comes to third-person games, controller, I think, is the way to go. But everyone is different. Although I'm playing, obviously, keyboard and mouse right now. I do love how, like, we can be in this room without her getting alarmed. Awesome, Dwayne. Well, happy belated birthday, bud. Oh, compromised. So it's a very tricky thing. You have to pretty much be, you know, you don't want to stay out there too long or else you're compromised.
Good afternoon, 47.
You just want to get it
Trout and
enough to
McGee
where
have
he's
arrived in Sapienza.
just can barely see
We
you.
know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high.
Oh, when it comes to
especially for
controllers
Caruso residents.
and vehicles, definitely if you're driving a vehicle, controller is way better because you got that analog stick. Whereas you don't get the freedom of movement when driving a vehicle on PC controls. So for sure, PC controls are way, way worse for vehicle control. As you can see, just slowly but surely by playing more with PC controls, I'm getting a little bit better at each and every single one of the movements that you need to do. It's just so weird that you have to go literally halfway across your keyboard to go into your inventory. I know you can change it, but I just wonder what made them think, why press I for inventory? Even though I know I starts with... or inventory starts with I, so that's probably the reason they did what they did. H starts with... or holster starts with H, so that's why H is holster. Obviously, there are reasons they did what they did, but I think ergonomically, they could have made the default control scheme a little less on your hands. Especially because you got to use X to go through windows. Everything has like different button combinations to do. X to go through windows, X to climb, but to go down, it's actually spacebar. So it gets really confusing. All right, so all we got to do is just figure that in-game piece out, and then we'll be good.
What are you doing up there?
Looking for Joseph Clarence? I need to use the bathroom. Alright, so she is just leaving, so she's going to be there a while. Hopefully we'll have enough time.
Very nice. Leo, and I know
Hey, they're not moving yet, so that's good. Perfect.
That was today's excitement.
Target down. One more
Here he
to go.
goes. See? It's like it's scripted so he knows. I hate that. Why did they do that? Why? That just makes it so unfun. To try to do this method here just makes it almost impossible. Because the moment you kill this dude, there's nothing you can do. He's just automatically going to come into this room, and the only way you can do it is if you cheese it by trying to mask the body doing a ring around the desk. You see what I mean? So, unfortunately, it seems this method... Okay, Lucas says you can wait for him to enter and target to leave. Put a gun at the door. Yeah, I just don't think that method is going to work. So we're going to go with the poison. I don't want to go with the poison because I feel like it's a cop out. I always feel like if there is a way, if I put myself up to the challenge, that there is a way to figure out how to accomplish it. That is a possibility, but I'd have to, man, that would be really, really tough. I think, okay, I'm going to try one more time, but I'm not going to go behind the desk. I'm not going to go behind the desk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the area that I've never went before, which I think is going to be better. I keep going behind the desk. All I need to do is get him to see me, shut the door, go to the other side of the door, and
Good afternoon, 47.
I should be able to get behind him while those other guys are still in the room on the opposite side, which would hopefully give me enough time before that guy's script decides to tell him to turn himself around. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, we're going for the poison.
Do be careful, 47.
I keep getting behind the desk because it feels the most comfortable, but I think we need to try getting behind the couch instead. Yes, you can transfer your other Hitman. You can transfer Hitman 2 to the Epic Game Store. There's a thing inside this game that allows you to do that. It'll take you to a website where you can take it over. But remember, if you do so, all your progress for Hitman 3 will be reset. But you'll get all of your stats, all of your equipment, and everything from your previous Hitman 2. So there's good and there's bad. If you haven't played Hitman 3 yet, then you definitely want to go ahead and do it because you lose nothing. However, like me, if you've played Hitman 3 and beat the game already and done master difficulty and everything on all of the challenge, all of the stuff, then it's pointless because then you lose all of that stuff and you'd have to re-get it all over again. I don't understand why Epic Game Store can't just look at your profile and see that you have beat the game, you have unlocked these things, and just give them to you instead of doing it the way they do. Yes, it looks like you can do it. I tried it for the first time literally today, and it looks like you can restart. You just got to shut down the game completely and then bring the game back up. And it seems like it works every time, which is a little sad because I always liked knowing that I fail and then, hey, you fail. Sometimes you can't pass them. But in today's YouTube society where all of the content creators do this, I mean, no, there's no point not to at this point. I mean, she made that. Thank you for being in here already. That just made it so much easier. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is actually get on this side of the door. No one should see me. Actually, I'm going to try this. This might be a little confusing. Okay. I know it says compromise. It doesn't make any sense because the guy that compromised me is dead. So it wouldn't make any sense. But I think that method will work. I just didn't get behind him in time. So yeah, we got it. That's going to be our way. I think we should have it now.
Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Now, you notice how it didn't give me the option to Garrett? Because when a character is like, I don't know, sometimes it will not... I'm not a big fan of contextual buttons. And what I mean by this is I mean buttons that only show up when the context of the situation is there. And pretty much this game runs off of contextual options. Meaning that when you get behind someone, unless the option to Garrett says Garrett, you can't do it. Unless the option says to subdue, you can't subdue. You can't get up behind them and then hit a button that is the subdue button. You have to hit the button that is corresponding with the subdue button. That is a contextual button, and I'm not a fan of that because it means that even though I might be behind someone, if the game decides that, oh, I'm not at just the perfect angle, it won't allow you to do it because the game hasn't registered for it to do it. I wish that they would get rid of that and allow you to be able to, if you're behind someone, this is the button to subdue. And once you're behind somebody, this button and this button only will subdue or will Garrett and nothing else. If you have a button that does multiple things, then you have to make them contextual and you have to make them work in the situation in which the game thinks you're trying to do, which isn't always right. I know, that's what I thought so too. If you kill a target, you're not compromised anymore, but you literally just saw that it said compromised and we lost the green went to red. So I trust in that more than I do the other method.
What's he doing?
All right, this should actually line up pretty well. As you can see, she's already in there, which means she's going to be coming through now, which gives us plenty of time. Once he died, he would have been back to silent. Well, we'll test that next time. Nope. All right. You see where that fails right there. Now, did you look? Because the door is open, the guy on the other side saw. So, what could we do? What could we do? Let's sit here and think for a second. So, if that guy saw, that means we can't bring him. We could hide him behind the couch and just wait patiently. We already have to wait anyways because the other guy is not even dead yet. So I think if I just be a little bit more patient. Exactly. Don't move him. Let him drop for a sec so that the guy on the inside doesn't see. The only thing that I'm worried about is the fact that if we wait too long, we won't have enough time to drag the body over to the bin. So maybe we won't be able to hide the guy in the bin just yet. Maybe we'll have to get behind the couch or to where the guy can't see. as you can see, it becomes a game of manipulating the AI. It just so happens that when we do it that way, I mean, that guy is going to see it, because it also depends how late or early or how quickly those two guys moves. If they could get
Good
through the
afternoon,
door
47.
a little bit quicker,
Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza.
I might have
We know
enough time
Trout
to
is at
do
the
what I
Via
need to
Caruso,
do.
but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high.
But at least we know we
especially
always
with
have the
Caruso
other
residents.
method, which is the poison
Do be
method to
careful,
fall back on
47.
if we can't get it. I really want to try this fiber wire kill, because I just feel like, I don't know, like maybe a lot of other people probably do the poison method, but maybe not a lot of other people do the fiber wire method, because the fiber wire method seems to be a little bit more tougher to pull off. And I always try to do things that other people are not doing, which is almost impossible to do in a game like this when there's only so many ways that you can actually complete each and every single level. And because of that, any way that I can make myself stand out between other people is always a good thing. That way you have a reason to come back and watch every single week instead of seeing the same thing on another channel. Also, we could, I mean, there's a weapon that that you can get. What's wrong way? Oh, crap. I just lost a few seconds because I took the wrong door. I don't think it should be that bad. There's, you have a tranquilizer gun, but you also have an hemorrhagic gun that you can use. So you could probably shoot him with an hemorrhagic gun, the second guy, get him to go to the bathroom, take him out, do something there. I mean, there's, as you can see, there's just plenty of different ways that you can do this specific method. Oh, so there's a chandelier in there too. Yeah, you could do that. You could do this. Is there a chandelier inside that room? I hadn't paid attention if there was. But see, the thing with the chandelier is we could use a chandelier, but then everyone's going to come into the room. And then how are we going to escape when everyone is literally looking into that room? So it creates more challenges by using the chandelier. It's not as stealthy. And we always prefer stealthy, even though it doesn't make any sense to prefer. Yeah, there is a chandelier there. Even though it doesn't make any sense. Now, my question is, will people see the chandelier or hear the chandelier from outside of the rooms? Would be the question. She is taking her sweet butt time right now. See, they're already there, sitting there talking, so this is going to make this tough. Now, I don't know if we have enough time to get back. I hope we do, so we're going to find out. Oh, come on. No, pick her up. Because they only talk for so long and then they come into this room, so that's why it's like, do we have enough time? But it seems like we do.
Target down. One more to go.
All right. So do you see, as soon as you kill that target, that guy just immediately turns around. That's it. That's all he does. It doesn't matter what you do. The only method that we could do at this point would be to elude him while dragging the body. And to me, that just doesn't seem fun. So I think we're going to change things. I don't think we're going to do, we tried all the different ways, but that guy is just, as soon as he enters the room and the guy is triggered to be dead, he just immediately turns around and that's it. The guy is completely, he is completely, He's got like a what do you call one of those things that's hooked up to somebody where you can read if their heart rate's still going. He's got like a little meter on his watch that says, "Oh, the guy's dead. I better turn around." So it looks like we're going for poison. I guess that's probably why most people do poison on this, because I know, but I don't want to be most people. God, I want to be different, you know? I mean, we could try the chandelier. Again, that creates a lot of noise. That's not stealthy at all. So let's see. If we shot the chandelier, it would create a huge, like, I don't know, it would create a huge like thing going on inside the room. Where would I be able to hide to be able to still escape? I still have coins if I pick up coins, so I could try the chandelier. I could hide in the box behind, yeah.
Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high.
Also, to note about the chandelier is you need to be able to fire on the guy without him seeing you. So we'd still have to do almost the same method, except the other side of the door, so that we have the couch to hide behind. Or else, how would we be able to get to the box? Or we wouldn't even be able to shoot it because the guy would see us shoot it. We need to be behind him when he crosses it. You know what I mean? I'd say we bring two just in case. Well, we don't have we don't have that dart. We only have the tranquilizer dart. We don't have the one that makes them go take a poo. Or should I say makes them vomit, I guess. So let's try the chandelier. This is what I cherish and love the most about Hitman. It's the trial and error. It's the figuring out. It's realizing that you can't get it on the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth try. That it takes time. It takes patience. That's what stealth is all about. Stealth isn't just something you can go in and do. There are a lot of games where you can get lucky and you can complete challenges the first time you play them. I've done that in many walkthroughs of mine where I go in, I'm only trying to learn the level, but I end up actually completing it the first time, and you just get lucky because you don't exactly know how the level's going to play out. But stealth is always about how the level plays out and what is going on around you. Knowing your surroundings, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. That's what stealth is all about. I don't think I've done any of... I haven't done any of the escalation contracts yet. I need to. I'm going to start doing... Every week we're going to start coming out with some more Hitman videos to get you guys excited again. Hitman's a big game on the channel, and we need to start playing it a little bit more. Okay, so bad timing again. She literally just went in there. He is just getting there. I think we might just have enough time like before. It seems like they talked for a while. Oh man, she took forever. Oh god, I got stuck on the...
I need help.
Target down.
We actually did it though. It still worked. So even if he sees us, it really does. So even if this guy sees us, it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter if he sees us. As long as he stops. As long as he stops where he is, that's all that matters. But we're going to go ahead and restart because that's a little bit on the shanty side. But he can literally watch us fire at him all day long. It does not matter. It's so weird, right? But it makes sense. I mean, come on. If you're killing a guy, why can't you stare at him right in the eye, do it, and then still be able to get out without anyone knowing? It's not like he can tell. I think it is pretty much one elusive target a month. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that makes sense. That is realistic. I understand that in some of the older ones you couldn't do that, but the fact that they added that here, I think is a smart move.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza.
It almost sounds like she's saying Trouser McGee.
But you'll have to find out when McGee will be
what a
making
name
contact with Mr.
that
King.
would be.
Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso.
Walking into school on your first day of kindergarten, say, "All right, sir, tell us what your name is." "My name is Trousers McGee." I mean, I just think that... Does anyone else think it sounds like she's saying Trousers McGee? Yeah, spoiler, that's my real name. Trousers McGee. The name's McGee. Trousers McGee. I'm here to save the life of the lucky lady. Become the hero I was always meant to be. And I'm doing it while wearing my trousers. Sir, what was the motive on that kill yesterday? Motive? Death by trousers. He killed him with his pants. What a way to die. So funny. Never mess with a man when he's putting on his pants. The sequel to the famous Hitman, Trousers McGee 3. It's pantillating.
Jeez.
I could come up with so many different unique things to say with trousers and pants. Just when you thought it was safe at the tailor's, you never messed with Trousers McGee.
Hey, you can't do that.
Some romantic movies are titillating. This movie, trouser-lating. Alright, so let's see if we can get it to work this time. Don't like how long it takes for her to move. Like the past 2 times. Whew. Got lucky there. I missed. Oh, come on.
You got no right being here. Oh, just you wait, mister.
I know. I should have done that. I could have restarted, but that's all right. So I'm trying to do it. I still don't want him to see. Although that would have been the perfect one to go with, right? Because I was talking about trousers and stuff. That would have been a really good one. I don't have the remote hemorrhagic grenade. I mean, if I did, obviously that would be a different way that we could do it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to just throw the coin, but without him seeing me. So I just need to be better at that. So if I throw the coin right where it is, he'll be not looking in my direction. I hopefully will be able to still do it. And then I just don't want anyone to see me. I don't even want him to see me. I still have that old mindset where I don't want anyone to even know that something's going on. Even the guy dying. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza.
Trousers McGee, I swear.
The Via Caruso, but you'll
I
have to find out
swear
when
she
McGee
is saying
will make
Trousers
contact with Mr.
McGee.
Keeble. Security is
Please,
unusually
someone
high,
correct me if I am
especially with
wrong.
Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there. I don't think that's going to work. Sneak. It doesn't make any sense to do that. The thing is that you can't have those guys be close to the target because they will hear you fiber wiring him. And remember, as soon as you firewire that guy, he turns around. So you just don't have enough time. I would love to get into voice acting. I think I could actually do really well. But I don't even know where to begin to get into that stuff. We will get it eventually. Now that I know you can do that, I mean, there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to get it.
Is that a burglar?
Is that a burglar? No, it's Trousers McGee. Here to change the fate of one lucky lady. Trying something. Yeah, you see what that does?
Hey,
Oh, that's it. I wanted to see if that works. So what happens if we actually take that guy out instead? You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. If we took him out, then
Good afternoon, 47.
Let's see if we can try that. I want to try to mix it up a little bit.
We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso.
So if we took out the guy that he is supposed to meet, he's going to come in. But maybe if we have enough time to hide the body, we can distract him and do the same thing and still hopefully be able to get around. That would be great. Let's take 2 this time. We'll see if this works. Yes, you would think Hitman would be wet from the fountain here, but somehow he's got Michael J. Fox's technology insta-dry. Or should I say he's got Marty McFly's technology. Listen. The reason they call me Trousers McGee is because my pants never get wet. Because I wear Dockers. Genuine Dockers. I like how it looks like he just sat down and then he stands up. Clearly, when you're that far away, the stuff over here isn't really happening. They're probably just locked or they disappear. Because you could clearly see that as soon as he came into view, he literally just sat down, or his animation did. Then he stands up. If you pay attention to those things, it's pretty unique to look at. Ah, I can't do it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we couldn't do it because the guy got right in the way and it was just impossible. She was there. And most of the time she's not there. Alright, so if I do chandelier, what can I do?
That was today's excitement. What? All is cool. All is cool. What the?
Target down. One more to go.
What? Oh, I waited too long. So you can literally get in there and do that. Well, that's easy. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's super easy. So the only reason I got caught was because I just waited in there too long. So I can literally do that, take him out, use that method, and then just get out of there as quickly as possible. And it works. Right? So there was about a 4-second lockdown thing that I could get out of there. Everyone wasn't on to me. And I was good to go. But because I took a little bit too long while I was still close to the body, because I didn't realize that was going to happen, then that happened. So if you take him out like that, you use the chandelier method, and you get out of there as quickly as possible, it completely works. I think we found our method.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso. but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
It's kind of playing this mission again kind of makes me want to go through the first and second Hitman game again. Can you believe this is from the first Hitman game? And look at how beautiful it looks still. I mean, this is 2016. This is 4 years ago. And this still today looks so good. Definitely the best game in my opinion is still Blood Money, just because of how it's more of a nostalgic factor now for what they were able to accomplish back then. But gameplay wise, the best Hitman games are 1, 2, and 3 of this trilogy. I think it's bar none. There's no way that gameplay wise that you're going to beat this trilogy. So many options, so many unique ways to take out the targets, way more than Blood Money could ever think of. And Blood Money, you had a finite amount of opportunities to take out targets. And here, I mean, it's endless. There's so many different ways. All right, so we're going to go with the chandelier.
Hi there.
Already took
How you
out the
doing?
first target with the lethal poison and eventually get him. And we will do chandelier.
Hey, you can't do that.
Ah, sorry. I saw the opportunity that presented itself. As you can see, taking him out, I think, is still the best option. It's just her that we need to think about. We can still do this, guys. I'm gonna ask you right now. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. I know we've been sitting here for an hour and 30 minutes trying to get this method to work. What do you guys think? Do you want me to persevere and get through it and take that guy out first, leave the girl open, and then take him out with the fiber wire? Or would you just rather me do the chandelier, get it over with, it's done, that's it? Me, I'm a persevere guy. You guys know me. You know the way that I like to do things, which is something unique and different than other people are doing. So all right, you guys, that's all right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it. We're going to persevere. We're going to go through it, and we're going to do it this way.
Good afternoon, 47.
Fiber wire
Trout
for the
and
win.
McGee have arrived in Sapienza. We know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
It's all about the challenge, man. It's all about the challenge. If it was too easy, yeah, we could do it pretty easily. The chandelier kill can obviously be done. You can get out of there probably really quick. Mum's the word. I mean, super easy. But we love a little challenge. If I can just get it and manage to take him out first, I think we have a shot at getting that fiber wire kill. Thank you all for sticking with me as we try this. We like to make this game as challenging as possible, and I will continue to do that as long as I'm still here on YouTube, so. And of course, those donations, becoming members, Patreons, they help so that I can keep continuing to do what it is I do here on YouTube. Maybe the channel isn't what it once was. Obviously, I have a lot of games to finish up that I have open, which we've been starting to do, so trying to get those done. I want to complete all of those so that we can get this channel back to its glory, even though it might not go back to what it was or what it used to be, because there's just the market is oversaturated with walktubers. That's a new way of putting it. With walktubers, that it's hard to stand out anymore. I stood out back in the day because I was one of the first, but I will keep pushing forward no matter what happens and trying to bring the best content to all of you guys. Mainly, it's just an escape. It's a way for us to communicate, talk to each other, have a good time. That's what I'm gonna start. That's what I'm gonna call myself now. I'm a walktuber. What I'm gonna say to my contacts from now on when they're offering me a game. You're gonna offer this walktuber a game. Now remember, this only works if we can get behind him and the door is shut. Perfect. Doesn't always end up this way, but now we have to do this as quickly as possible.
Okay, back to business. What the hell?
Ah, so no.
The poor parent. Whatever.
Here we go. Perfect.
Wonder what that was.
All is target down. One more to go.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the woods, Trousers McGee is at it. Well, what do you guys think? Oh my god. Son of a... Oh my god. We got seen by a freaking camera because I had no clue that camera was there. Gosh, it's been 2 years since I played this level. Two years. Oh my god, 2 years. I know you can delete it, but I'm so lazy. I don't remember where the dang thing was. Is it up on the top floor? And we had it too, right? My question is it still available? Because we waited a little bit longer. He was definitely killed. I bet you we can't do it again. Watch. Oh. This scared me.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in...
Trousers McGee is at
We
it
know
again.
Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact with Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Now, if we can just get lucky with the placement and everything, because that worked out pretty well with the coin. So I do like the fact that you no longer ruin everything if you kill the guy you're actually, or you take out the target himself. I do love that. Definitely not how it used to be in Hitman, so... But this is definitely more realistic. Because it's not like the guy that you took down is able to actually tell someone you took him down. Just when you thought it was safe to wear shorts at night, Trouser McGee saves the day again. You thought Trouser McGee would have been wet going under that fountain? Not this guy. I wear genuine Dockers. Love the ambient sound of everything, right? It just, this level is just one of the best. I would say this is probably my second favorite level in the Hitman trilogy. Definitely, Dartmoor being the first because of its unique murder mystery, and this one just because of how beautiful the level is.
What are you doing up there?
Remember, this only works if we can get to him in time. See, it doesn't work if she is on that edge corner. So you've got to do it when she is not. Obviously, when she's already left the room.
Good afternoon, 47. Trout and McGee have arrived in
Trousers McGee
We
here.
know Trout is at the Via Caruso, but you'll have to find out where McGee will be making contact.
Why are you laughing, Trousers
Security is
McGee?
unusually high.
You wanna know why I'm
especially
laughing?
Caruso in residence.
You really wanna know?
Do be careful, 47.
Because these jeans only cost me $29.99. That's why I'm laughing. I'll get you, Trousers McGee, if it's the last thing I do. Sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing at all that. It's just so funny. Playing finger hockey here with the PC controls sometimes. So everyone tell me, who would Trousers McGee, who would his nemesis be? It's gotta kind of make sense. Like, Trousers McGee is the hero. So who would Trousers McGee's nemesis be? I'd say Trouser McGee's nemesis would be Short Shorts. Short Shorts! Or Trousers McGee, you have meddled in my affairs for the last time. I'm gonna take you down, Short Shorts. Me and my genuine Dockers. Just has a nice ring to it, you know. You got Batman, you got Joker, you got Superman, you got Lex Luthor, you got Trousers McGee, and Short Shorts.
Is that a burglar?
Oh, okay. So Trousers McGee would be the hero, and maybe Blousers McGee. Dang it! It doesn't work when he's there. No. That's not going to work. Unfortunately, we couldn't get him, so we ain't going to be able to do that method. Because she decided the past 2 times to be there. Trousers McGee, the villain, sweet pants. Or sweatpants. You can't make this stuff up, it's so good. Let's go back to this myth.
Target down. One more to go.
Oh, that could have worked if I wouldn't have rushed up in there. You notice how the guy, did you see that? Did you see what just happened? So the guy, because he's scripted to automatically stop what he's doing if the guy is dead. Even if he doesn't know he's dead. He knows he's dead. So I was trying to get up against the desk so that way I could have tried to maneuver it around him a little bit. That would have almost worked. That would have almost been really, really good. But unfortunately, you know, we had to think on our feet there, and it just didn't end up being what we wanted. What do I think of Brazil? Brazil is a beautiful place. Rio de Janeiro. Well, see, I didn't know what he was going to do because he never stayed in the room. So literally, as soon as you kill him, if he's not even out of the room yet, he'll just stay there. He won't keep following the script. Are you talking about the kill where you're in the room, looking through the peephole, and then you smother them? Yeah, Walker, that's all you have to do. You just got to close the game immediately. Just Alt F4 the game, and then you can continue to do these missions over and over. You look forward to when you discover the other target won't drink the poison?
47. Trout and McGee have arrived in Sapienza.
That would be hilarious,
You know
right?
Trout
But
is
I'm
at
pretty
the
sure he
Caruso.
does. I think it takes a
You'll have to
while,
find out where
but I'm
McGee
pretty
will
sure he
make
does drink the
contact with
poison.
Mr. Keeble. Security is unusually high, especially with Caruso in residence. Do be careful, 47.
Unfortunately, whenever I eventually do it, I'll make it into a separate video. But I've already used the Trousers McGee so much that I just can't come up with anything else to make it fun. So this one might not have all that fun Trouser McGee stuff in it. Okay, so let's come up with who would be Trousers McGee's sidekick. Trousers McGee here with my sidekick ankle warmers. No. Who would be Trousers McGee's sidekick? Shirt. Makini Man. Butters. Panty pants. Jean shorts. I feel like jean shorts would be a villain. It's not a burglar, it's a burgagler. It's a burglar. The Burgagler. Oh, I didn't pick up a dang coin, you son of a...
Target down. One more to go.
And, well, I guess that's one way to do it. I did not expect, because things did not go out the way that I wanted them to, but guess what? It worked. So now we're just playing the waiting game. I think this could actually take quite a while if I'm not mistaken, so it's not a speed run. But as you can see, that actually, it ended up working. We had to think a little bit on our feet there because the guy ends up doing different things. The female in there could be in a different spot. Sometimes she stays in there and we can't take the guy out. Sometimes we have to take the female out. It changes constantly. So obviously it's not always the same thing. So now we just wait. We're in literally no rush. I think it's going to take like 4 or 5 minutes, I think, until the target actually takes a sip of the amazing stuff. So this is a good chance to walk around the environment and just see how beautiful the game is again. I'm not sure if they've done any upgraded visuals to the Hitman 3 version. The game looked this good, looked this good back then, so I don't really know. I mean, this level just always amazes me. Like, you could take out the targets from over there. There's a completely other one on the other side of the villa over there that you can take the targets out from. Not these targets, but I'm talking about like the main mission. Taking a look at the environment. I mean, gosh, the game just looks so good. So Trouser McGee and his sidekick Panty Pants take on the notorious villain Short Shorts. That's so good. Yeah, I don't think they have an elusive target ready for any of the new maps yet, which is a shame. You'd think they'd have. You think the first elusive target for Hitman 3 would be one from the new game, but this is one from the older games. Again, I don't know how long this is going to take, and wouldn't that be funny if it actually doesn't work? I think I remember hearing people say a long time ago, no, it works. No, we just discovered a new place. I remember some people sometime a long time ago said that sometimes he doesn't drink the poison, so that would be very, very interesting to see if it worked out that way. Obviously, again, this is not a speed run. I think this is where you exit, if I'm not mistaken. There's a boat here, I think, that you can take. But again, we still got to wait like probably at least another 3 minutes or so. I think it's around 9 minutes.
Smoking hot, yeah, I'm sure. Of course she is. And barely like that. No, she's older, I mean, 40-something, I think. Old? Wow. Wait, this is Roberta we're talking about? Yeah, man.
I mean, we're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out.
Ah, come on. It's a phase. It's gotta be a phase. But just in case, tell Marina, will you? It's no use crying over stupid.
Isn't that Spider-Man?
Stupid head,
Yuri?
Stupid stud-faced ladies' man Roberta. I mean, not when you're right here, right? Got it. Yeah.
Where am I from? I'm from the great state of Ohio. Just kind of waiting and to see if we'll do it. I say we'll wait until about 15 minutes. If he doesn't do it within 15 minutes of a time frame, then we're going to have to come up with a new way to take out the first target.
Looking fine today, sir.
Hey. Listen, my name is Trouser McGee. I would love to take you out. I will let you feel my darkers. They're genuine, some people have said. But we must hurry before my arch nemesis, Short Shorts, foils our love that is meant to be. Will you come with me and celebrate love? It is in the air. As you can see, my trousers are ready. Are you ready? I love the detail, like, see how he puts his leg up when he's standing?
How are
See that?
sir?
Hey. It's like 47 knows that he could have been a model in another life. Trousers McGee is a ladies' man. He always has been and always will be. But my arch nemesis, Short Shorts, tries to foil my plans of being the hero I know I'm meant to be. And there we go.
Mission
Boom.
completed. Time to find an exit.
And we did it, ladies and gents. Wow. Here we go. We finally got it to work. We're going to unlock a lot of things because this is the first time I've played the Sapienza level. Trouser McGee manages to save the day. Look at this. Look at my leader. Look at my leaderboard rank. I am out of 500 people. I got 501st. How does that even make sense? There's only 500 people. How can I be the 501st if there's only 500 people? But let's go into here. We'll go into leaderboards and see what the best are doing. I bet you. Let's see. Let's make a guesstimate on what the best are doing. All right. I'd say the top time could be 1 minute and 20 seconds. All right, so the top time is 1 minute and 26. The reason I say it's a minute and it probably will not be able to get under that is because of how separated the two targets are. And if they're that separated, it takes time to set things up. So some missions you just can't complete in under a minute. Unlike the first mission in Hitman 3 that I've seen people complete in 6 seconds, even though they don't get Silent Assassin. It only counts the first 500 players. I'm that bad, huh? Well, I mean, the method that we did was not meant to be fast. But as you can see, people can do it in 3 minutes. Seems to be a fairly good assumption. I'm sure that if we tried a different method, we could figure out how to bring it lower. But unfortunately, at this point, I don't think you can go back and play the mission anymore. I will always choose killing by fiber wire over any other method because I feel like fiber wire defines who Agent 47 is. A lot of people would disagree and say that his silver ballers define him, but the image that I get when I see Agent 47 is him standing in a crowd, like a bunch of people surrounding him. He's blending in, and he's got his fiber wire in his hands. No one can see his fiber wire. It's like, here is my method. I'm in plain sight, and I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? That's the image that I get when I think of Hitman. I don't know if anyone else gets that. All right, so completed elusive target in Sapienza. We get the Italian suit with gloves. We get the Terminus suit, completed silent assassin, lose target 1. Ooh, we get the modern lethal syringe. Don't we already have one? Okay, so that's the modern lethal one, but we already have the one that we got from completing Hitman 3. Agency pickup in the basement, safe starting location safe. I try to be cool. I try to make it a little differently. You know what? There might be someone else out there that did it this exact way. It's possible, because there is a finite number of solutions for taking targets, especially when you're doing elusive targets. So I figure there's probably someone else out there that did the poison and a fiber wire. But we were lucky enough to get that fiber wire, and you saw how difficult it was to actually pull off the fiber wire way, just because of how everything was always different when you went into that room. You don't know if the guy is going to be leaving in time so you can take him out first, or if the girl stays in and you got to take her out first. You don't know which one it is. So it just got lucky enough. Sometimes when that female enters the room, she'll go straight for right next to where she enters, where those books are. Other times she'll go all the way down to the other side. So how are you going to know which one is going to work? It changes every time. Something about stealth games is normally you can be really good at stealth games when the parameters stay the same, meaning that every time you start a level, the people are going to do the exact same thing. You can figure out trial and error what's going to work. But there are some cases where sometimes they change things up, and you can see that this is one of those games that people will be in different locations. She will not always be in that room when you enter, or she will not always be out of the room when you enter. So you have to come up. But we finally were able to do it, and we did it, and it was beautiful. I just wish we would have got it on one of those other takes with the trousers, because those are some funny stuff. So thank you again, everyone, for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. Maybe we'll get back into doing some more Hitman coming up soon with some more escalation missions. We haven't done any, not zero escalation missions in this game. So I think it's time we do that. Also, I would love, and I want to know from all of you out there, would you like to see me go through and play Hitman 1 and 2 all over again via Hitman 3? As you can see, we have well, there's only been one, so we got that eliminated. But we have not went through and did the prologue, Hitman 1, Hitman 2. We haven't done any of these missions yet. In Hitman 3, of course. And we have every single mission, all the DLC from both. And of course, we've done Hitman 3. All complete already, so maybe it'd be nice to go back and do Hitman 1 and 2. But let me know if you guys want to see that. Make sure you say it in the comments once this live stream is out, because then that way I'll know. Otherwise, I won't be able to see these. So let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoy your Saturday, or should I say Friday? It's not Saturday, it's Friday. But yeah, as you can see, when you click on it, unfortunately, you cannot go in and do it again. I wish they would change this. I wish they would allow you that if you complete it, then you can go back in and do it as many times as you want. But if you don't complete it, then, or you fail, then you no longer have it available to you. Does that make sense? I think that would make more sense. And also, I wish that they would get rid of the whole you can just shut the game down. It makes no sense. If you want to make an elusive target feel really elusive, find a way, do it like Thief. You guys remember Thief? The remake. The 2013 one. Do you remember how you had that specific Iron Man challenge where that if you died or whatever, or if you got seen in the mission at all, that was it. It was done. You had to start from the very beginning. They did it right. There was no stopping, turning off the game quickly or whatever. I think you had to create an extra save, a backup save, in order to be able to continue that. But I think they should do that in here, to where, like, it doesn't matter, man. Once you mess up, that's it. Like, there is no going back. The mission is locked. I think if they did that, yes, a lot more people would be pissed off, but I also think that it'll be way more challenging, and people will take their time in the level instead of just try to figure out the fastest way. It'll be more about trying to do it in a more realistic way than it would. You know what I mean? All right, everybody. Have a good one. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you on the next stream. Don't forget to leave a like before you leave. Helps the channel. See if we can get to 200. by the time you leave. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.